Welcome to this video on the Zen Aura channel. My name is Sri Satguru Buddha Rawa Bhagwan, and I am the Kalki Avatar. In today's video, we will talk a little bit about blessings. And at the end of this blessing, I will give to the listeners of this video a blessing to protect them from negativity. So if this is something you are interested in learning about, I will speak about it first. And then if it is something you are interested in receiving a blessing from an avatar, I will give you a blessing at the end of this video. Blessings are the ability, as the name suggests, to facilitate or cause a boon to be gifted to an individual or a system. This blessing can come from different sources. When we talk about a blessing, we talk about a boon that comes from the divine. So we talk about a blessing. So this means that a blessing comes from a being that is a divinity, so empowered as a devata, as a being that is empowered in the system as a god or a goddess, or we talk about a blessing or a boon that comes from the Lord and Lady of creation, the God and his wife, the Siva and his Devi. So a blessing can have different sources. And a blessing provides a boon in different things. There are different types of blessings, but a simple way to understand it is there are blessings of different colors. And these colors bless the receiver of the blessing in different ways. In this way, they may be blessed in one color or multiple colors. From the very beginning of people worshiping at Kailash mountain, the humans would go to the mountain to receive blessing from the god of the mountain at the base and center of Kailash mountain, the one who holds up the mountain, the Barasiva. Blessings come from beings that are divine. And there are different systems of granting divinity to beings. Beings can become divine as they grow spiritually and are gifted grace from the Sri Satguru and turned into divinity. As such, divinity is something that one can become, can grow into, but one also that must be granted through grace. There are different levels of divinity, different functions of the system, and of systems that are administered by different beings that administer different parts of the system. In this way, there is a distribution of beings that oversee certain functions in an organizational hierarchy and chart, a pyramidical chart towards the top where you find the god and the goddess and all the beings that have permissions under them. Permissions in the system to develop in specific fields, in specific pathways within the Kala Chakra. And so blessings can be received by someone. And there are some traditions where someone will intercede for you on your behalf towards a god or a goddess. And this is the tradition where the priests exist. And the priest is someone who is versed in knowledge and ability in communicating with the deity. Often some deities might have other things to do than listen to you at your given time when you come to them. But if you please them in certain ways, they may be more inclined to grant you with a blessing. The priest is also a carrier of the knowledge of the deity, of the tradition. The priest knows how to communicate with the deity and how to ensure that the deity's will can reach the world and creation and the people that seek to turn to that deity. But there are also traditions in which the practitioner goes directly to the deity, directly to that form of God, or a mix of both. In traditions that are understanding that there are some people who are more specialized in knowing how to please a deity and how to go to them in a proper way and can help you in that process. And there are some people who say you can also go directly, for example, in a moment of need, with a prayer on the spot. So blessings can come from a being that is divine, like a blessing can come from God himself, or from the Mother Goddess. And blessings are real. They change people's lives. And some of them last a long time, and some of them last a short period of time. So blessings come from the divine. And depending on the culture and tradition, there are different ways of asking for a blessing from the divine, and different facets of the divine that you can go to. Potentially for different types of blessings. But one should understand that the blessing that one receives is not decided by you. It is decided by the being who blesses you. So there's always a little element of unpredictability to blessings, because they'll bless you in the way that they see fit, not necessarily in the way that you were expecting. If you were expecting, and you shouldn't expect deities to bless you, except if you deserve it. So there are ways of becoming closer to deities closer to God, closer to the Mother Goddess. And it is through that closeness of heart and spirit, of truth and honesty, of respect. It is through respect and honor and showing that type of person that you are, that deities will wish to bless you. Because deities are only made deities once they've shown respect and honor, and only remain so as long as they stay so. Things are in flux in a system, and administrators and programmers can be changed. There are different levels of programmers within the system, some that program at different levels, and with different levels of priority as well. In different sectors, some with overarching mandates, and some with specific mandates. One thing to understand is that the future exists and the past exists. It is memory in a system, in a computer. Like paradise exists with all its levels and its elevator, which can be taken to visit the different realms of the paradises with the angels above. So this is a little bit about blessing. Now I will bless the listeners of this video, and I will bless them with a simple blessing. When you listen to this video, you can return to this video for a simple blessing to bless you and protect you against negative energies. You may return to this video, as the effect of this blessing is only for a few weeks. Thank you for listening to this video on the Zen Aura channel.